What is packing with you, YouTube? We are back once again, episode 9 of Moving the Chains with BMac and KHTV. What's going on, BMac? How's your week been?
So man, nothing much. Same old with work. Spend time with my nephew and stuff, and that's it, man. There's nothing too much going around here.
Yeah, man, it's been rough over here on this end, and it's about to get even rougher.
Mm,
We embrace it. We embrace what's coming towards us. We're gonna take on the storm
mm,
with our chest out and our
mm,
head held high, and we're gonna get this job done. But if you just now tuning in to the channel, on this channel, we talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers. But before we get into the Green Bay Packers, we're gonna jump around the league. Some things have just happened in the news, and we're gonna talk about it real quick and get it right out the way and move on to the next thing. So yeah, Josh Jacobs is back in the Raiders facility on a 1 year, $12 million deal. Um, he's changed his number to number 8. Um, Good for the Raiders. They need a running back. Who knows how long Jimmy Garoppolo is out? I'm pretty sure Devontae Adams is ecstatic about that because he knows that some of the offenses now can funnel easily towards him. Um, with Josh Jacobs being back, being the threat in the backfield for the Raiders. Uh, and not only that, we have a trade. The San Francisco 49ers
oh,
trade their first round pick. They gave away 3 first round picks to get this guy.
mm,
In the first round, third overall pick in the draft. They trade Trey Lance to the Dallas Cowboys for a fourth round pick. So
mm.
I'll let you have the floor on those first two things, man. Tell me what you think. Um, I don't give a damn about the Josh Jacobs situation. I mean, whatever on that. But it's a lot going on and a lot being said through Cowboy Nation
Mm.
and through the faithful, the 49er faithful. Some reactions of people have been ecstatic and some people are pissed off about this trade. Me personally, a lot of people think that this is going to affect Dak in the future. It might. It might affect him in the future. It might. Um, but as of right now, I don't think this is a big problem because some people think that this might be a change of the guard sometime real soon with Trey Lance taking over for Dak Prescott. That is a possibility. But as of right now, this guy doesn't know the playbook. You know, McCarthy and crew have to figure out this guy's mechanics.
Mm.
Um, he has to go through the learning process of becoming the type of quarterback that the Dallas Cowboys want to develop. And I think it's going to be a 2 year process for this whole thing to go down as long as Cooper Rush is still in the mix of being the backup quarterback. So as long as Cooper Rush is there, standing within the gap of Trey Lance being the next starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, I don't think there's a problem at all. This all falls on who? The performance of Dak Prescott. Now, if he has a mediocre season this season, I still don't think it will affect him. Why? Because he's making I think a little under 50 million this year, and then next year his contract balloons up to around $60 million. So um, Trey Lance, Yeah, I think Dallas got a steal. They're only paying him less than $1 million this year, and I think next year he's owed around $5 million. But if anything, this hurts the 49ers. It hurts their pockets because they paid a first round pick $28 million, and he only played 3.5 games. Uh, John Lynch came out and said that they dropped the ball on this one and made a mistake. Uh, Kyle Shanahan is coming up with all kind of excuses to explain why Trey Lance wasn't successful in this offense that he was running. And I thought to myself, you drafted a guy so young from North Dakota State. Is that where he went? North Dakota State? I think so. Yeah, I think he went to North Dakota State. Uh, and he only played 8 games.
And I think he was drafted the same year as Love too, right? Oh no, I think it was a year after. Yeah,
Mm,
I actually was a year after. No, yeah, 21 because he Love was drafted in 2020. He was drafted in 21.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
You get a guy from North Dakota State that only played 8 games,
Hmm.
who doesn't know how to read a defense. Very young. Trey Lance is only 23 years old.
Yeah.
Now, you look at what the Dallas Cowboys got. They got a first round pick quarterback
Hmm.
that they don't really have to put too much development into because he's already seen some top level competition. You know, he's played starting quarterback. He's got a feel for it. So all he has to do is get developed a little bit more. Um, you know, watch what Dak do. Watch, learn from Dak. I guess as much as he possibly can from Dak, or whatever little he can learn from Dak Prescott, um, and just come prepared to take over whenever Dak Prescott, knock on wood, he suffers another injury. Or if anything happens to Cooper Rush, whether he gets traded or the Dallas Cowboys don't bring him back. But as of right now, I don't think this affects Dak at any way possible. Um, a lot of Cowboy fans think he's really going to get a chance to play this year. You
I
know,
don't know. He's too raw.
yeah, I don't think he's going. I don't think he's
He's
going to play
too.
this year. But
He's
I
just.
will say this. I will say this, and you know, this is to Dak. If you don't perform well and you don't communicate with Mike McCarthy, because Mike McCarthy said he's not calling no plays. He's going to let the offensive coordinator call the plays. So I think this is, Jerry Jones said he didn't tell anybody what he was doing. He said he just made the trade and didn't tell nobody. You know what I mean? So there's a whole lot of issues with that too, with him not, that might affect Dak and Jerry's relationship. I think it shouldn't because it's Jerry Jones's team. He should do whatever the hell he want to do with his team. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I don't think this affects Dak right now. Maybe in 2 years, there might be some kind of if Dak is not performing at a high level, then I could see Trey Lance probably getting the opportunity to play. But this year, Dak, yeah, you have somebody. Yeah, you got to be looking over your shoulder a little bit. You got to take a little glance, like okay. I see what y'all doing. I see what y'all doing. I'm not going to be as mobile. 2 years from now, you know what I'm saying. Dak is he don't really got the wheels like that no more. He never really had wheels. He's such a heavy set guy, but in his lower part of his body. But yeah, I don't think Dak is going to be able to move well in the next 2 years, and it explains why going to get Trey Lance was, you know, maybe a blessing in disguise for the Dallas Cowboys in the future. But time will tell. once we cross that bridge, let me know what you think, man.
Well, first of all, I want to get with let's talk about I'm with you with the Josh Jacobs thing. Who cares? F the Raiders. I can care less what they do. I hope they go 0-17 in the next 3 years. Uh, and then yeah, man, me, you. I mean, I think that this is like. I think this move here is telling me that Dak, like this is Dak's last season. Like you saying, give it the next 2 years. I'm saying they giving him one more year, and if he doesn't, and I think this is, I think he has the most pressure than any other player because if he doesn't put up or shut up this season, and if somehow he's struggling and the Cowboys miss the playoffs, then I think that's it for him in Dallas. I think they're gonna move. Now I know they paid him all that money, and I'm curious if they let him go, how would that affect their cap? Because does he like does he got them cap strong?
Yes. Yes. Yes, he does. Super cap strong. I think
See, if he didn't
if they were
see
to cut Dak today, I think
see if Jerry Jones and the Cowboys knew if Dak wasn't the guy, then why did they pay him? Because why would you make this move if you knew and if it's for like a backup quarterback, they got Cooper Rush. Like, do they need like a third string quarterback on their team? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Because we saw Dak went down, Cooper Rush was able to came in and then kept them afloat. So I think
that's
this
a
is
good
a
question.
move, but it's confusing though, because like you said,
That's a good question.
Trey Lance is so young and he's so raw that he's gonna at least like he's gonna need at least another couple years to sit and develop. You know what I mean? Unless they just did this to light a fire on the Dak's ass, and they don't really need Trey Lance, and they might get rid of him. I don't know. I mean, but I don't know, man. Like this move is so interesting and so intriguing and so confusing to me. But I think that this is like Dak. If you don't get your act together, if you don't start playing you know, start playing great football and instead of playing mediocre football, then we're gonna
Right.
have to ship you out. And if you because look, Dak's been there for like what 6 years now, 7 years
Eight.
now,
Eight.
eight
This
now,
this eighth season with the Cowboys.
and they still haven't gotten over the hump. I mean, they haven't even gotten past the division round since he's been there. You know what I mean? And and I if they can't because I think the Cowboys, like the last few years, the Cowboys had such loaded teams, like Super Bowl teams, and you act like,
I
damn,
mean, that's what
like how
that's
did they not in the Super Bowl? And
that's what the media says. I never looked at them. I never looked at their roster and just said, "Oh, that's a Super Bowl contending team."
well, in
Nah,
2016, when we beat them in that division round, like now I know they were rookies, him and Zeke, but that team was loaded, man. Like the offensive line, you know, they had Des Bryant. I mean, he was still productive, but I
but who
think
was the
they had
quarterback?
um, huh?
Who was the quarterback?
Who that?
Dak was the quarterback, right?
Yeah. 2016. Yeah, his rookie year. Yeah, when he won the rookie of the year, which I don't know how he
I
did.
don't know how he won that either.
Should
I
went to
was like,
Zeke
go to Zeke. They
because
gave it
Zeke
to
was
him.
Zeke was the off offense that year.
Wait, Zeke didn't win the award?
No. I don't think Zeke won nothing that year. I
That's
think
crazy.
yeah,
I thought
because
it was
remember, because in Dak's stats, because I'm smart, so back like 6 years ago, I can remember everybody's stats. Dak had like 23 touchdowns, and they gave him an MVP vote too that year. Yeah, like one MVP vote. I think he had like 23 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, and they gave him
that is football trivia at its finest right
one
there.
MVP vote, one, and that was it.
That is, y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? That is football encyclopedia trivia that BMac just dropped on y'all head right now. I never knew he had an MVP vote
So
that
how can
year.
a quarterback? that's so like a rookie quarterback. He was a rookie, and 24 something touchdowns and 8 interceptions, and get like one MVP vote. Like that's wild. So I don't know. I don't know what that voter was on. He was on crack or something, and then he got the offensive rookie of the year or shit with the Zeke. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's a weird. Like I said, it's a popularity contest for a reason. I don't know, but
No, maybe
it's
he
just
sold the
weird.
most jersey. Maybe he sold the most jerseys in Dallas that year out
Who
of all the
Dak?
boy players. Yeah, Dak.
Yeah, but Dak wasn't the most popular Cowboy that year. It was Zeke,
Yeah, true.
because Dak was supposed to remember. Tony Romo was supposed to start the year, but he got
Right,
hurt in the preseason. So Dak
right.
was supposed to be a backup, but Tony Romo got hurt, and they threw Dak in there as a
Yeah, they just threw him
starter.
in the line of fire, man, and it was.
Yeah, and then but he was on a loaded team, so he didn't have to do too much to be a game manager. You
So
know what I mean?
you think that this is Dak's last year?
I think this is his last year as a Cowboy. I think like he's been there 8 years. He hasn't gotten over the hump. I think Jerry Jones and them. I don't know. Maybe Jerry and I never thought that Jerry Jones was really sold on Dak. I thought his son was the one that was on the Dak train, and Jerry Jones was like I don't know. I just some I never really knew that Jerry Jones did like really loved Dak like that.
It was a messy negotiation. We can't forget that it was messy. Actually,
Because you
both
remember Jerry Jones was a Tony Romo guy,
right.
I believe.
Actually, both contract negotiations between Dak Prescott and Zeke was nasty with Jerry Jones.
Yeah, yeah, man. So I don't. I mean, but I think somehow Jerry Jones got back into a corner and had to pay him some. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't have to get to extend them.
I mean, I think he was probably looking at the division at that time, and he kind of probably figured like, "Oh, I have the best quarterback in this division." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because you know that division is very, very
it's still
rivalry
good.
based. Yeah, it's very, very rivalry based between the fan bases. You know what I'm saying? They really, really go at it with each other. You know what I'm saying? So that beat like winning a division in the NFC East is like a huge deal. You know what I'm saying to the fans.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
I think
because
I
the
think at
Eagles
that
and Giants.
the Eagles were kind of struggling at the quarterback position, but they wind up eventually winning the Super Bowl during the Dak era. So
Yep, that's
you
yep.
know, um, I
And
think
then got back to another one doing the Dak
yeah,
era 5 years later. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
So
That should tell you something.
I think Jerry was looking at it from a I have the best quarterback in the division, not
Yeah.
the best quarterback in the NFL. And I think Jerry figures if we could win the division, then we could probably go on a Super Bowl run. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
the best quarterback in that division now is Jalen Hurts,
right, right,
and,
right, right.
it's not close.
Yeah,
But I don't. I mean, yeah. So yeah, but getting back to the basics, yeah, I think this is it for Dak, and if he doesn't plan, and if he stinks up the joint somehow, then I think they're gonna roll with maybe throw out Trey Lance. Maybe McCarthy can develop him soon enough and throw him out there. If
I want
not,
to
they're gonna draft a quarterback. Probably draft one, but I don't know.
see that. See, 2 points. Now on that point, I think the Cowboys already drafted their quarterback in making this trade for Trey Lance. So they don't have to go to the draft to go
Mm,
look for another quarterback no time soon. You know, who's coming out? Caleb Williams and Bo Nix.
yeah,
Those probably going
I
to be
don't.
the
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
it's not going to be a good quarterback draft unless ESPN spin their wheels and start talking about some quarterbacks that nobody know about and pumping them up through the media so college football could get ratings. So I'm
Mm,
pretty sure it's going to be some stud quarterback that pop up on the radar this year that got a
yeah,
chance to be a first round pick.
yeah.
But
Oh,
on
I gotta throw this. We saw the new undisputed today. Well, I don't watch it, but I saw clips of Twitter. Now they got Keyshawn, Richard Sherman, Skip, and Michael Irvin on there now. I suppose.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out. And
yeah, it's bad, but
my second point, damn, what we was talking about?
like I said, I just want to throw that out there, but whatever.
I was talking about Dak Prescott, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Dak. Yeah.
Um, dang, I had it in my head and then I
Oh,
forgot it.
what's your opinion of Dak Prescott? Do you think he's a okay quarterback, or do you think he's good, or what? I mean, what you what's your
I'm
opinion on
good.
him as a quarterback?
My opinion is what I tell every fan. He's good for the Dallas Cowboys. That's why he's good for the Dallas Cowboys. That's my opinion on Dak Prescott.
So
He's
if he were to go to another team and start, he wouldn't be as good. Do you
it
you think he
depends on
could
what
be a good starter somewhere else?
it depends on what the team can surround around him to make him stand out. Oh, here's my other point. To all you people, especially you Cowboy fans that have been making this wrong statement about Mike McCarthy being a quarterback guru. He's not. Tom Clements is the reason why Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Mike McCarthy is just a play caller coach. That's what he's known for, calling plays, developing quarterbacks. No. So stop with this. Oh, man, if McCarthy got Aaron Rodgers, how would no. Aaron Rodgers said in every interview, Tom Clements changed my game. He never says McCarthy's name. So stop with that stupid statement. Do y'all research before y'all make a bogus, dumb statement like that. McCarthy
So
is no quarterback guru. If
so this is
McCarthy was a quarterback guru, why did Dak Prescott throw so many goddamn picks last year?
this is interesting. So are you saying that Mike McCarthy has done shit without Rodgers?
McCarthy just drew up a great game plan that worked well with Rodgers' skill set. That's why Aaron was so good at throwing 60-yard bombs down the field with Jordy Nelson and James Jones and Greg Jennings.
Yeah.
He had the players around him that had those abilities that was designed to do those kind of plays. You know what I'm saying? When we didn't have that type of talent no more, what happened to the offense? It didn't work no more because you didn't have those guys that had the talent to stretch the field like that. That
So
was
you
great.
saying so you saying Rodgers made Mike McCarthy look good?
Yes, yes,
Oh.
100%, 1,000%.
Well, some Packer fans might disagree with that because a lot of Packer fans credit. Well, I think some Packer fans might. Well, you remember, Mike McCarthy did kind of revitalize Brett Favre too to the end of his career with the Packers.
Here's a perfect example. Right after Tom Clements had left,
Mm-hmm.
how good was Brett Hundley?
He was great in the preseason, sucked in regular season,
That's
and
what I'm
that's
talking about.
why I gotta tell people not to get so don't pump up Jordan Love what you see in the preseasons because we gotta see
That's
it in the regular
what
season
I'm
first.
talking about, man.
Yeah.
McCarthy never developed the quarterbacks behind Aaron Rodgers that came behind Aaron Rodgers when he was there. When we was
Hold
having
on.
guys.
Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn, I give you that. I give you Matt Flynn. But Matt Flynn couldn't make it on another team, though.
Oh, but you remember? Hold on. I'm sorry because this is just. You remember that Lions game that Matt Flynn bought out in
Yeah,
2011? I
yeah.
think Rogers was calling the plays in that game
Yeah, I remember they
on the
said Rodgers.
sideline.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He
So
was,
I think
but
Rogers was the reason for Matt Flynn's performance, not Mike McCarthy. Because I think Rogers admitted too that he was coaching Matt Flynn up on the sidelines, calling the plays, and Matt Flynn was just executing them.
yeah, I remember. I remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But let's since you touched on it, let's get into it where we talk about the Green Bay Packers, the greatest football team in sports history, on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Before we get into that, let me, shout out to my boy Precise. Shout out to the PAG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cali Packer and Pac-Man Sports. All of y'all YouTubers out there that do this hard work that a lot of people are not fortunate to do. So shout out to y'all that's coming with the content. Um, but yeah, let's get into wrapping up this preseason, man, because all I can say about this is I'm happy that our field goal kicker is getting better.
Yeah, man. That kind of
That
got me a little
52-yard
nervous,
field
man.
goal, hey,
Yeah, because he
you're
was
getting
missing
comfortable out
kicks.
there.
Because
Yeah,
he was missing kicks, and that had me nervous. Like this dude's about to cost us games, with missed field goals, and we cannot have that happen.
exactly,
If
man.
that's the case, then we should have kept old ass Mason Crosby.
Yeah, I'm just happy. That's all. Hey, I'm
Because
happy
at
the
least
kicker
Mason
got it.
Crosby can hit a 60 yard or Mason Crosby might hit a 70 yard with them old legs. So
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, the preseason is wrapped up. Will we win 2 games out of 3?
yeah, I don't know. I'm just preseason. I
Yeah,
mean, wins and losses don't count.
preseason. I'm just happy that guys made it out healthy. I mean, Kenny
Yeah,
Clark is still day to day with his back injury.
yeah.
Um, so he's
LaShawn
dealing.
Gary's looking good.
Yeah, Rashawn's looking good.
It's yeah.
A few standouts that I hope make the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Heath, I like what he did in the preseason, making some tough catches.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Emmanuel Wilson, the running back. I don't know what they're gonna do. So many good running backs we got right now, man. So many talented running backs we got, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
that's gonna be a tough one to figure out who's gonna win the third running back spot and who's gonna be sent to the practice team. I'm pretty sure Lou Nichols is probably gonna get sent to the practice team. And maybe Emmanuel gets that third spot. You know, a couple other running backs. Goodson, got to see if he can, get on the team somehow. I think we solid at tight end. Probably just go into the season with 3, knowing that Tyler Davis is out for the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those on Malik Keith and Emmanuel Wilson, man. That's the 2 guys that I think deserves a shot at making the team. What's your thoughts on what you've seen so far in the preseason? A
Um.
lot of play action. A lot of play action. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
expecting for the
Well,
whole season is a lot of play action from this offense.
the one thing I do love what I see from Jordan Love is him using his legs more, man. Like, like using his legs and picking up first downs and moving the chains.
Right.
I know he did a couple of that this past,
Right.
on Saturday. I kind of like seeing that from him because I think for this offense to kind of, you know, to show some life, I think he needs. Sometimes he has to do that to keep the
Yeah.
chains moving. So his mobility is good. I think the deep throws he needs to get a little bit work on. You know what I mean? I know
Right.
he underthrew Watson there, or maybe Watson maybe just I don't know ran the wrong route or something like that. I don't know. Miscommunication there. Um, but yeah, I like how he's shaking the check down. It's not forcing nothing. It seems like he's getting in rhythm and finding his footing and which we need as huge going to the season. You know what I mean? So defensively, I they're looking pretty good. I think defense will be fine as long as everybody knows what to do. I mean, we got the same players on there, minus Amos, I believe. Um, you
Right.
know, so you know, I think Joe Barry this is his 3rd year now. So there should be no excuses on the defense this year. and we need the defense to keep us in games to win. Why? Because I don't think the offense. I don't know if we're gonna win. Like, can we win in shootouts in the like 30-30, like 38-39? I don't. I'm not saying we can't. Maybe I'm not gonna say yet,
We
but
gonna get into that. We gonna
you
get
know
into
what I mean.
think how many points per game
Um,
this team can score.
but I think if this defense keeps opponents under 20, I think we can win games.
Right.
Like 24-20. You know what I mean? Again, Jordan Love don't have to be a world beater. Jordan Love just needs to just be good enough, you know, protect the ball, just run the offense. I mean, again, just be Jordan Love. That's what we need to be.
Right.
Don't try to be, I know everybody's trying to put this pressure on them to try to be like, like Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre, like to just be himself. Because if he tries doing that, then it's not gonna work. It's gonna make things worse. So just be himself, and just just win this games, and hopefully, I mean, and it's like I said, I have zero expectations this year on this team because I don't know what to expect. To me, this is like an evaluation year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then we see, because this team is young. Like, I
Very
know
young.
that could be a good thing, but that could also be like that could also take some time too. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have too many vets, especially on the offense side of the ball. Now defense, we got vets, we got some vets, but on the offense, I mean, except Aaron Jones and Dylan, maybe.
Bakhtiari, Elton
Yeah, the
Jenkins,
offensive line, yeah,
uh,
Bakhtiari.
Josiah DeGora, uh,
Is he a veteran? I don't think he's a veteran though yet.
Josiah. This is like his fourth year.
Oh, yeah, yeah, but he's still kind of. I mean, we haven't seen him in the offense with Roger that much when he was
Um, I'm gonna have to.
maybe
I
one time.
wish. I wish I would have watched Luke Van Ness a little bit. I didn't really get a chance to see.
Yeah.
I probably have to go watch the film on him.
I can't read got some. It's that can't read got some potential though. It seems like he might be.
Oh, that's right. Reed. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like him. He's starting to really grow on
Yeah,
me.
I like Reed too. I
Kind of
like Reed.
reminds me of Donald Driver a little bit, maybe. Um,
But he's gonna be playing the slot though, right?
yeah. Donald Driver played in the slot a few times, right?
He plays slot and wide. I think he was a.
Uh,
But I would say Reed is more of a faster James Jones.
uh, Randall Cobb,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, yeah. A
Prime
bigger
Cobb.
Randall Cobb, a bigger Randall Cobb.
Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, there's nothing to really say there. But I will say this. Um, um, you know, I'm happy that Jordan Love's progressing. I'm happy to all that. But some of these Packer fans now. I think some of these Packer fans are like 13 years old, 12 years old, maybe. You know, just let's see how the kid does the fourth season before we start putting him in the Hall of Fame. All right, I seen a lot of Tom Brady comparisons, Patrick Mahomes, Rodgers, Favre, Marino.
Hey, maybe Jordan Love has been studying those guys. Maybe he's been studying.
Probably. I'm not saying. Yeah, you're right. Probably. You know what I mean.
Hey,
But
maybe
I mean,
maybe he's been getting in. He's been getting in this back
yeah. I
watching
mean,
film.
again, I mean, he sat behind Rogers for 3 years too. So he's obviously he's got to be learning something. You know what I mean? So
Uh, and speaking of Rodgers, sorry about this, Tr. But man, I ain't going. I ain't, the man looks great, man. The man looks great, man. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? All shit aside, hey, good luck to Aaron this year. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Jets game, and if he just would have put that effort in over here on Green Bay, maybe one of these off seasons, we don't know what might have happened. But
hey, I mean, it's
have
amazing.
to throw that in there at Tr. Have to throw that in there at you, Tr.
Hey, I mean, at the end of the day, man, he's a vet. He can do what he wants in his off season. Who am I to say he can't do this and do that? I mean, who knows? He's probably was putting in work in off season, but probably somewhere in the mountains.
Enough about Rodgers.
Yeah,
We focusing on
yeah,
uh,
yeah. Who cares? He's
this
a
team
Jet.
this year.
We talking about the Packers. Talking about this team love. Again, but like I said, man, I'm just waiting for the season to begin.
I, I, I'm curious about. Maybe I should say that for the next show, but
Or
nah,
what? Oh, you
um,
got some.
I'm curious about because I'm looking at I'm not trying to compare preseason because we don't have our starters in on preseason. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to compare to. I'm thinking like, how is the tempo of this offense going to be once it's on the field? You know what I mean? Like,
Probably more. I think fast tempo. I think that they're doing some fast tempo.
I hope it's a tick faster than how we normally been operating. But yeah, that's one of the main things is the tempo of the offense. Of
Well, I
course,
think it's gonna have to be because I don't think like do you think Love is gonna like horrible?
yeah, and it's just
Maybe.
and I'm only saying that because of the play action. They ran a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
yeah. The play action. Yeah.
they ran play action,
That's gonna help.
but we did see some some pocket quarterbacking in the red zone from Jordan Love. It
Yeah, yeah,
wasn't, yeah, just when we on our drives, it was just a lot of play action on the drives. When we got in the red zone, um, you really got to see Jordan Love stand up straight up in the pocket and fire some throws
yeah,
for touchdowns. So that's a
yeah,
good thing because we
yeah.
were terrible in the red zone last year, man. We just could not put the ball in the end zone at all. So
I think part of that was losing Hackett.
yeah, it was, and Stenovich. Hopefully, man.
Yeah, no.
Hopefully, he can, you know,
Yeah, man. I
put some
mean,
other teams out there so we can, uh, make the
is
best of our
Tom
opportunity.
Clemens is still the quarterback coach still on the team of Jordan
Yeah,
Love?
he's still quarterback. He's still a
Okay.
quarterback coach for Jordan Love, which
Yeah,
explains why he's progressing so well. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So,
yeah.
I mean, look at Justin Fields. He ain't really show you any progression
Yeah,
from
they should keep Tom Clemens around more, in
yeah,
my.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, I mean, I know you don't want to keep bringing him up. But I guess we gotta thank Rogers for bringing him back.
Yeah, that was a I think
Yeah,
Rodgers um looked out for Jordan Love by doing that, by getting Tom
yeah,
Clemens back in the building,
yeah,
back in the good graces with Mark Murphy and
yeah.
you know, uh, you know, introducing him to Goot and Matt LaFleur and those guys becoming a unit and it's looking like it's paying off, man, from what we've seen in the preseason from Jordan Love. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Got the piece ready, man, for the season, man.
yeah,
Um,
man.
got some other stuff coming up, that I'm excited to see about this season. Um, can't wait to be at that Monday night game when we play against the Raiders.
Uh,
So yeah, man, looking forward to
yeah,
seeing
man.
this man is how far this guy is going to take us, man. The ball is it. He's got the keys to the car now. So
I'm excited, and I think he's gonna surprise people.
yeah, I'm hoping he does, man.
I,
I'm hoping he
you know,
close the mouths of all the naysayers out there and people that straddling the fence on whether they with Jordan Love and still struggling with the past. Um, but
I mean, hey, if not, I mean, hopefully we got a backup plan with that QB we got.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Alex
you know,
Magoo, yeah. And Sean Clifford. And Sean Clifford. He played
yeah, Clifford looked good.
yeah, but Clifford played well in the preseason, man. He did a fantastic job that got him the rights that be the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
And that comes along with staying in college for 4 years at Penn State and developing your game. You know what I'm saying? To be drafted to the Green Bay Packers, which is
I,
a
I,
huge privilege.
I kind of wish though that we could got like a veteran backup though, but
Yeah, yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah. Because now, I mean, but then again, the last few years, he should have been studying the guy that was in front of him. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the
Well,
the
yeah.
the
I mean,
biggest example you can ever have in your advantage is a guy like that to learn from. So you know,
yeah. Like I said, I mean, hopefully him sitting behind, former Green Bay Packer quarterback for 3 years, helps now. I mean, helps. I mean, that should help.
all we need him to do is play some smart football. That's
Exactly. Just
all
be
I
Jordan Love. Just
do.
be yourself. That's it.
Be a smart football player, man. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
smart, and play your game, and just and hopefully he can just play loose too. You know what I mean? Not tense.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You
yeah.
know.
I don't know, man. I don't have any.
Let the game come to you. That's what I would
Right,
say.
right, right, right. And it will. It will. It will. That was a great point to make right there too, man. That was a great statement to make right there. Just, you know, take the opportunities that you have, man. If you got some opportunities where if you can't make the long throw and you got something underneath, hey,
Just
check
take
it
it,
down.
yeah, check it down, take the short stuff, get yard, and then let you playmakers do the rest.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
So with that being said, we will be live to the community and the general public, um, talking about the roster. Um, some cuts we like, some cuts we don't like, and we'll get into the first game of the season against the shit Chicago Bears that we owned. And yeah, man,
mm
you already know what it is, man.
that we
Salute.
own and will continue you to own.
Gotta keep that tradition going. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? With Jordan Love. So with that being said, man, shout out to all of the subscribers and go pack go, man. We out of here.